And we implore or encourage other clubs to also, in their strategic plans, to factor in that night games are cash cows. Yeah, we are set, as you are well aware. At the beginning of the season, we released the seasonal fixture. Of course, along the way, we've been making some adjustments as the situation, as and when the situation deems fit. Like the recent CHAN, which was postponed, we had adjusted the fixture to pave way for CHAN. Remember, at the time of drawing the fixture, we didn't have that calendar for the CHAN. So when it happened, when the calendar was out, we had to adjust accordingly. And many other adjustments we have made on the fixture, depending on the situation as we use it to communicate, or as we have been communicating. Otherwise, we have made some adjustments following the postponement of CHAN to August, and already the adjusted fixture is out. We are kicking off second round on 11th of February 2025 at various venues. Yes, of course, this is the transfer window, mid-season transfer and registration window. We expect the clubs that maybe that were not performing well to be engaged in the market transfer of players, so that they can boost their sides to brighten their chances of survival. Then, of course, for title contenders, equally the same, boosting their sides to strengthen their sides, so that they can be highly competitive as they chase the title. Of course, the rest applies to other teams also who want to better their positions. And you never know, there are those ones which still see that the title is still in sight, and also those ones that are near the relegation zone, fighting to move up and up to escape the relegation monster. We have a challenge, as you can see on the fixture for second round. We have Sports Club Villa, which doesn't have a home because of some situation that was created in preparation for CHAN. You know, Wankurukuku, which was the home ground of Villa, registered, was being, it was among those stadiums earmarked for training purposes for CHAN. Same as Bur, also the stadium owners, that is Rugazi FC Stadium, kind of didn't renew the MOU, and they are still also looking where to host their home matches. So we have, for purposes of planning, initially given them some few fixtures with Bur at Ham Stadium, and then Sports Club Villa at the Ruzira Prisons grounds for some few opening games of second round. We hope they are going to give us where they will finally settle. We shall change as and when they bring us confirmation of where they are going to host their matches for second round and maybe and beyond. As far as of course, if I can comment on the first round, how it ended. Of course, it ended on a high note, so competitive, with Vipers leading the pack, on their necks also, on their neck. They have given them a push. They have given them competition, and of course behind the neck there are also others. Up to I think fifth position, they are still having chances, or they still have chances of competing for the title. Remember last season we had 4 teams up to the final day of the league, with always possibility of lifting the trophy, any of those 4. So we expect also this league to go to the wire come the end of the season of the league. Then away from that, of the quality of football that has been played, or that is being played by the footballers on the pitch, is so impressive. It is good quality, and we thank the coaches who are, of course, are training these players to play quality football. And with quality football, of course, it has implications on attracting fans or viewers for purposes of TV and maybe app. Then also in the stadiums, live. So, and of course, as numbers expand in the stadiums, then they will also consequently attract the sponsors, potential sponsors, because the sponsors follow numbers, and that's why we encourage clubs to build huge fan bases, and also ensure that when they build these fan bases, they retain, they draw fans retention strategies, so that they don't lose these ones. Of course, we have threats to those numbers, like if officiation is not good, it will discourage fans from attending the matches. We have seen some of the referees being suspended for mismanagement of games, unethical behaviors, and etc. But this is not to say that many referees are in that habit. Of course, there are a few, but generally the officiation standards have been okay, leave alone those isolated incidents where games have been mismanaged. Of course, another factor that determines those numbers negatively, the match fixing. This is, we used to think that it was just a rumor, but it is now a fact. That's why we see that the investigatory bodies, or the body is getting the culprits, and then they are handled accordingly. Of course, on the other side, what determines those numbers to increase is the promotion efforts that are made by the league, by the sponsor, the broadcaster, and the media generally, and the clubs also. They are pushing. So those numbers we see in the stadium are attributed to different factors. Then on the side of management, of the league, we have always aimed to have a very good league, very competitive, with quality clubs. When we talk of quality clubs, of course, we are selling the league, the 16 brands. These are the brands that make up the league. So if the clubs are financially stable, administratively stable, well organized with professionals, good governance, and etc., we shall have a league also look nice for selling purposes or for promoting some purposes. Of course, there have been some challenges regarding the governance at some clubs. Then also in terms of finances, there are some issues. We see players also going to the dispute resolution chamber, asking for early to be paid arrears and etc. But of course, as a league, together with the clubs, we are always aiming at ensuring that we attract money, we bring monies into the league through sponsorships and other revenue-generating ventures at the club level and the league level. So, when you talk about the future of the league, these are the things we are talking about, the strategic plans of how do we make the league richer, Then more competitive, to see that we export more players to Europe and other developed leagues, and also similarly importing some of those stars from other developed leagues, so that our league can have many stars. Of course, among the other things we look at moving forward is the development or the implementation of FIFA Master Technical Plan. Also, it is another key element we have to look at together with the clubs, looking at the player development, player pathway at the club levels, youth structures, programs, all those, so that we have players who have gone through the systems, youth systems, aiming at nurturing those stars. Not only stopping at that, because these players at the end of the day, they will have to retire from active football, naturally or otherwise. But then also the technical plan looks at life after football. So as league managers together with the clubs, we also have to make sure that such a technical master plan, we pick what we are supposed to implement and do it. The second round, generally, we expect it to be so competitive, to continue being so competitive, the quality of the game continuing to be nice. We expect, we are talking to prospective partners and sponsors. We pray that we shall seal those deals and they come on board, get more money, facilities, maintenance. We expect the clubs to continue maintaining these facilities or the stadiums, so that the playing surface does not deteriorate, so that they keep the standards all green and flat. Otherwise, we expect the fans to continue increasing in numbers, and our call to them is that they should, because towards the end of the league there is pressure on everybody, including the fan. So we expect them to conduct themselves in a proper manner as they come to support the game. Otherwise, we thank them very much for the support so far. We are very much impressed. The night games, of course, will be there, and according to the feedback from clubs, first round, and even the previous seasons, these are cash cows for the clubs that play at night. And we implore or encourage other clubs to also, in their strategic plans, to factor in that night games are cash cows. And if they have land, like some clubs have land, they have not developed it or built stadia, they should put them in the long-term plans, so that they can also have reap the benefits of night games. TV games, we believe in the second round they will increase in number. We are working hand in hand with the broadcaster to see how we can increase the number of games broadcast in the second round. Yes, of course we shall continue promoting the league using different platforms and at all levels.